Well, hello there, everybody. It's been a little while, hasn't it? And for that, I apologize. But I'm about to make up for it, and rather quickly, because I wanted to play some 7 Days to Die tonight, and that's exactly what I'll do. I haven't played 7 Days to Die in a while. Last time I played, we were totally ready to go off on just a batshit crazy adventure. I believe I had completed a bicycle, and we had all the materials that we needed to venture outside of our existing town. So we're going to do that. We're going to find out what lies beyond our borders. Now, what I'm hoping is that my Epoch Cam by Elgato doesn't completely balls out on me and stop recording my audio the way it did the last time, because that made me very sad. But with any luck, no such thing will occur. Why am I in front of... Is this because I got sad and decided to stop? Yes, I think it is. I think I got sad and decided to stop playing because my microphone completely crapped out on me, and I was like, my God, I've been broadcasting for the last 3 hours with no sound on. Fabulous. And
the depression end point.
it took a sort of it took some of the wind out of my sails. But I've got my wind back, because for lunch I had lentils. So no, I'm kidding. That's a fart joke.
You didn't actually have lentils again, did you?
No,
Okay.
it goes very badly when I have lentils. Indigo does not care for it at all. Have you just been burning away this whole time? Yes, you have. Dear God. Oh, stop. Stop it. I just left my house with those running? I'm horrified. I'm absolutely horrified. I got a bunch of engines. That's good. I don't even remember where stuff is stored anymore. Like, I have no idea, like, what happened to my game. All right, let's see. Some of those. More engines? My God. My God, man. That's more engines than I know how to cope with. I'm gonna put these down here. For the sake of organization and common sense and reason, those are going down there. And then I can again return to a simpler time when headlights went over here. I saw some mechanical parts, I saw some electronic parts, I saw some tuna. Fair bit of tuna. It occurs to me only now that I would have absolutely no way of knowing if there were anybody in chat. Because I have, it's been so, good dear God. I missed just days worth of streaming and have now completely forgotten how to do it. After just a couple of days, ladies and gentlemen, completely forgotten how to do it. Have you seen the power cable that goes to the things?
Is it this? The white cable one?
Yes. The horribly discolored white cable that is clearly burning itself out from a short circuit of some sort. That's what I used to power chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook that up. Chat, you're an iPad. I don't know if you know that or not, but you are an iPad, and you need the juice to run. And I just didn't even set you up when I started this stream. A thing I've been doing for 3 years now. It's like I don't even know what I'm doing, you know? Let's open up Twitch. Let's go to chat. And there's at least one person viewing me, although it's possible that it's counting me. So, whoever you are out there, hello, welcome, thank you for joining. My apologies for that weird little interlude there whilst I set up chat, but dear God, what's even the point of streaming if you don't respond to people or see that they're messaging you, you know? Let's see. Wow, I got a lot of gas over here. Gas. And like so much gas, in fact, that I've got 10,000 units of gas. So that's fabulous. We'll go over to the door, fill up some ammo. Shotgun shells aplenty. I got a candle. What the hell am I gonna do with a candle? Nope. Gotta have room for you there. Good. Alright. This over here is a box full of garbage. Yes, good. Garbage. That's exactly what I was looking for. This thing goes here, I suppose? Why not? Sure, go on, why not? And, medicine. Nope. Food in there, medicine in here, medicine in there. And plenty of it. Got some blood bags. You should have gone in there ages ago. I got some coal. Nitrates go in here. Those go in there. Dear Lord. What am I doing? What am I doing in here? Oh, that's right. Ammo. Put the ammo in there. Also, who knows when you're going to need casino coins or money? Yeah, just go ahead and put those in there. Think about that. I bet you didn't think of that, did you? Hey, Laura, how are you? It's good to see you too. I sort of vanished there for a little bit, didn't I? Just had everything just happened. Sort of all at once. Hugely getting in the way of just me trying to live my basic normal life. It just all went to shit. So, but it's fine now. Everything's great now. I have my car back after what can only be described as a debacle. Maybe that's the right term. Perhaps some shenanigans.
One can even call it a shit show.
After just a colossal clusterfuck. Just everything about it was just terrible. That's what I'm saying. Hey, a cement mixer. Why, I could put that right here in the corner if I were so inclined. Why, I really could. And I think I will. Can I make more than one of them? A cement mixer requires an engine, mechanical parts, spring, and forged iron. Well, I reckon I have all of those things. An engine, some springs, some mechanical parts, and some iron. Good. Let's go ahead and make me another cement mixer. Good. It's making it. And now I'll put the rest of these back where they belong. Back where they belong. In the box. Just like my least favorite child. I don't know if that was supposed to be funny. I don't know what I was thinking with that. Understandable. I'm glad everything seems to be settled now. Wait, yeah, it finally is. It was, I mean, good lord. I will not mention the name of this auto shop because I do not wish to disparage them because they actually did me right in the end. But it was a long, hard road getting there. I brought the car in with a laundry list of repairs. There was just an asinine number of things that needed to be done to that car through nobody's fault but my own. It really boils down to I hadn't gotten the car into the shop in a while, and it was starting to sound like crap. It needed a lot of work, and so I obviously eventually had to do something about that. So I bring it in to the shop, and among the items that need fixing are definitely the brakes. I can hear there's something deeply wrong with the brakes. So that was like, I would say probably concern number one. Concern number two would have been, I guess, the visor. I had this weird event. Hello. Haven't seen one of you in a while. How you been? Oh, nice little package for me. With some peas! A can of peas! And a jar of honey. Fantastic. Well, that guy was all right. I'm kind of sorry I killed him. It was mighty nice of him to bring me such delicious goods. Anyway, so we had like a crazy event, and I will maintain to my dying day that this is what caused it, because I have no other reasonable explanation for what happened. But basically, it got incredibly cold one night, and I went to open my front door, and the little doorknob on like the screen door snapped off. Just broke right off in my hand. And I was like, well, that's odd. That's not the behavior you usually come to expect in a... I exclaimed peas as you were popping a spoonful of... Well, how rare. You're eating... I've never been a big fan of peas. You just made peas with dinner, huh? Okay. I see you, Laura.
That's what my family used to do.
No, I've eaten peas with dinner. I used to get peas with lunch at the cafeteria at school. Anyway, so there's this incredibly cold snap one night, and it results in an incredibly cold snap in my hand, which is to say that the doorknob of the house that I'm trying to get into just snaps off, and scares the crap out of me. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how to fix that or what to do about any of that, but here we are. This isn't my house. I'm renting this house. I'm probably going to get in trouble for this when I didn't do shit. But what are you going to do? So I put the doorknob on the counter and I move on with my life, leaving a note explaining to my roommates exactly what had happened. I then, after streaming, I go out to my car and I find that when I move my visor slightly, it snaps. And I'm like, oh shit. What, that's not good. Like it won't go up and stay in place. And so when I'm just like randomly driving, like at random moments when I'm driving down the highway, the visor will just pop down in front of my face and blind me, which is not ideal. But I managed to find a way to kind of wedge it in there. And I was like, it's winter. I'm not taking the car in for repairs until winter is over, because winter destroys your car. And if I get repairs done now, they'll just be undone by the time that I go to, you know what I mean? So I was like, no, I'm not taking the car in until winter's over. So things just accumulated. The front right headlight was out, which I know you can get ticketed for, but I was like, I don't know, I'll just be like, dude, please don't make me go to an auto mechanic during a pandemic. Like I don't want people in my house or in my car. It makes me nervous. So I just kind of like rode it out. The belts were squeaking. Just everything was wrong with my car. And so I bring it into the shop and I tell the guy all of the problems. And he details some additional problems I didn't even know about, like it is in dire need of an oil change. And he claims I need an inspection. And I'm like, that car's not due for inspection until July. That's bullshit. So I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't think I need an inspection until July. He's like, I'm pretty sure I saw on the sticker that you do, but I don't know. I'll check it and I'll get back to you. And I'm like, okay, cool. So the next day, he calls me up and says, hey, we got everything done. You can come on over and pick it up anytime you want to. I go to pick it up after work, and it looks fine. Everything's cool. Get in car. Indigo drives me over there. She's like, you know, now driving behind me as we turn back towards the apartment, and the visor falls down. In like less than a block, the visor falls down in front of my face, and I'm like, oh, god damn it. So I turn the car around, quite angry, and leave a note for the guy saying, hey, I asked you to fix my visor. How come you no fix visor, etc., etc., and leave the car overnight again. We go back the next day because the visor has been fixed. He says it was going to be $175 for a new visor. There is no one in town who has any of them available used, so it's going to be full price or nothing. And then it's going to take 3 days for it to reach us because, again, nobody in town has one. He has to order one. So I'm like, well, that's horsey as hell, but I'll work out a solution with some duct tape or something. I don't know. I can't not have my car anymore. And then he calls me up later and he's like, hey dude, I did you a solid. I didn't want you to have to drive around with the visor that was falling down. So what I did was I cut the little cable inside of your visor thing that like connects the, he goes, you know, the little mirror with the light? And you know, so I cut that cable and I put a bolt in there and now it holds up and it's good. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, he was going to have to cut the cable anyway if you replace the thing, so whatever. I'm not worried about that. And, okay, free solution. He's not going to charge me for it. Nice. So I was cheerful about that whole thing. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then I'm going to come over and pick up the car. So when we get there, I noticed something odd, which is that when I use my little remote key fob thing, the door doesn't unlock. And I try it several times, and it doesn't unlock. And I think to myself, it's an old-ass key fob. Maybe it finally ran out of batteries. Whatever. I unlock the car using the key, as I am a resourceful fellow. And then I put the key into the ignition, and the engine does not turn over at all. And I'm like, okay, that's not ideal. I've gotten to a point where I'm no longer angry. I'm actually laughing. I sit back in my chair, in my seat of my car, and actually start laughing. And then I get out of my car and I walk over to Indigo and I start walking. I turn back and I go, oh, well, I better lock the car. So I press the automatic lock button and nothing happens. And that's when I realized, like, this isn't just a car that's not going to start. This is a car that is fucking dead. Completely dead. Yeah, because we've all been there. When you get to a point where you just give up. You're like, okay, no, you know what? This is funny. I can live with this. So I realized that the engine is completely, like, there is no battery. And I'm like, what? How could it possibly have gotten drained this badly? And then my brain goes to the visor and the wire clipping. And I go, did he not tie it off? Did he not? I don't know what happened, but is there a live wire in my car right now? And that's when I hear the ticking. And I'm like, hang on a tick. What is that? It's coming from underneath the dash near the accelerator and the brake pedal. and I actually have like a video clip of this, because it's ticking like a cartoon time bomb. It's surreal. And so I get the video, and I get in the car, and I'm angry again, and I get in the car with Indigo, and we ride back to the apartment. She's gonna get some sushi on our way back. It's all, we're just gonna call it a night. Abort mission of failure, and that's when I realized I have the key in my pocket. And there's no way that they're going to be able to get into my car to repair the car if I have the key in my pocket. So I say to Indigo, I have the key. We need to turn around. And she's like, it's sushi. It can't really sit out. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll go pick up the sushi. I'll leave you at the apartment. You can go into the apartment and eat the sushi, and I'll drive back by myself, and all will be well. Now, this is the important part. There's an important line in my monologue that's coming up, and I need you to listen carefully for it. Okay, so I have Indigo's keys because I'm going to drive Indigo's car back to the auto mechanic shop. Because Indigo does not have keys, she can't get into the apartment. So, and this is the important part, so I hand Indigo my keys so that she can get into the apartment. And I drive to the auto mechanic. And when I arrive, this is the point where instead of leaning backwards in your chair and laughing, this is the part where you lean forwards onto your steering wheel and try to hold back the tears. Because I realized I gave Indigo all of the keys, including my car key. So I just drove all that way so that I could not give them some car keys. So I now have to drive all the way back to the apartment, and then all the way back out to the auto mechanic with the key, and then all the way back to the apartment. It's worth noting that I used to live on the other side of town, and that's when I went to this auto mechanic, and I wanted to continue doing business with them because they've been good to me over the years. So I'm driving across town, and I'm driving through quite a bit of town before getting onto the highway, so it takes about a half an hour to get out there each time, and then about a half an hour to get back. I have now, thanks to this weird little evening, discovered that there's a highway entrance right near us, and I can just get on that highway and I can drive directly to the auto mechanic. It's about 15 minutes each way, so I'm only sacrificing a half hour per trip instead of an hour. But up until this point, I have been wasting an hour every time that I go out to this auto mechanic, and this was my fourth goddamn trip. So, yeah, exactly. It's if there is a hell, it's possible that this is somebody's personal hell. It's not mine. I already know where I'm going when I die, and that is to the call center for the deaf and the hard of hearing, where I used to work. That's my personal hell, and that is what awaits me at the end of this long, tragic life. For I have not confessed my sins to the Lord Jesus Christ, and I will pay for that. But my point is that it could be a person's hell, and I went through it, and well, Laura, I don't know what you're implying, because I absolutely signed a confidentiality clause and would never tell anybody any stories about that job. So, unless you're referring to the antics that occurred with my coworkers, but certainly never any thing that involved the client. For my coworkers had many a fun story, ha 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 ha, yes, they most certainly did. But yeah. I got, by the end of that job, I got to the point where I could actually do it in my sleep. I was able to connect telephone calls while unconscious. It was a bad job. It was a minimum wage job, and a bad one at that. I just... I hope I never have to go back to anything like that for employment ever again. I was so bored and so... Like, I don't want to play it off like I'm some kind of genius, like I'm some sort of brilliant man, okay? What I want to play it off as is I am at least reasonably intelligent, and no human being should have to be that bored for that length of time. Because I feel like I was wasting my gifts. You know what I mean? Like I've been given a relatively good mind. I'm creative. I'm clever. I'm sometimes funny. And while I was in that job, I was sitting in a chair. I can't even say like... I can't say I was conversing on the phone. Because it wasn't my conversation. Like, if it's Jim wants to call up and get pizza, and Jim's deaf, and the pizza place answers, and I go, hello, a person who is deaf or hard of hearing is calling you through New York Relay. This is operator blah, blah, blah. Have you received a relay call before? The pizza person has already hung up. They're not interested. They think I'm like a telemarketer or something like that. And so they have already moved on with their night. They've hung up. And then Jim doesn't like that. Jim wants his pizza. So I have to call back. And it's just... It was so many things of like getting hung up on, getting ignored, getting disrespected or treated like a subhuman. I don't know. It's just the whole thing was just really, really deeply depressing on a number of levels, and I don't ever want to do that job again. I'm much happier at my current place of employment, whose name we shan't mention here, because this is my thing. This is not their thing. It's mine. Corn. But I'm a lot happier there. I feel like I have like an actual sort of creative outlet, you know? And
What about the animal care job? That's so cute.
Indigo wants me to go into animal care, and
I just discovered it today. I was like, this is a thing.
I would very much like for... I would like to be an animal care person, but I don't think it pays enough, which is a problem for me. Because Papa needs a new pair of shoes. A boiled egg. Laura's got my back. She's like, oh, it definitely wasn't anything specific about anyone in particular. Yeah, because as a general rule, it was fairly important to me not to, even though I hated the job, those people were just living their lives. And it would be mightily uncool of me to, like, talk about their private business. There was a woman that I worked with who absolutely took advantage of her position of being able to listen in on other people's conversations and 100% took their credit card information and social security numbers and set herself up to make a profit off of them. And she was 100% arrested for doing so.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because you're a giant steaming pile of garbage.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yep. But hey, gotta get to that casino, right? And there was absolutely an asshat who spent his entire time just like bitching about liberals. Like I had a coworker who just was like an arch conservative, and I'm like, you're sounding pretty judgy there for somebody who's missing most of his teeth. I don't know. I just, yeah. Several of my coworkers were quite cool. We had a very nice lady who we lost to cancer. I won't mention her name out of respect for her family and such. It's general rule. I'm not going to mention any of these people's names. I'm just going to say there was an awful lady who committed identity theft, and there was a woman who stole all of the umbrellas out of the break room.
That's awesome.
Just go into the locker room, nabbed all of the fucking umbrellas, and just ran off into the night. No, she would just like take them home with her.
That's so weird.
But then she wouldn't even like I say she'd take them home with her. She didn't take them home. She just put them in the back of her car. Like, what are you doing? But people are wild, dude. And a lot of weird ass coworkers. I say I could do my job in my sleep. Well, several of the people could do their job well, nearly comatose from drug use. It was not a great place. My understanding is, because I have a few friends who still work there. Apparently, it has been like completely overhauled. Like they brought in new management. They have new policies. Like they've completely like reevaluated that place. And so I guess it's not a horror show anymore, which is good. That's a plus.
Jeez.
But it was. I know. I was there. Is one of those snooping bitches hanging around my house again? Yeah. Well, I'm not going up to deal with you just yet. Wow, she's really like busting shit up there. You hear her just like wailing away on doors and stuff. Let's find out where she is. You wailing away on the front door? Surprise, bitch! I'm guessing she didn't see that one coming. She wanted to open the door. I opened it. That's the thing about these zombies. They seem to think that they want some, but then when they get some, they realize they don't want that some at all. I'm lucky to say I haven't ever had to experience any crazy coworkers like that. I've worked with a few bitches in my day, but those ones never really lasted long. Yeah, that's kind of how it works at my current job. You get the occasional asshat who comes in the door, and like it takes a month maybe for the managers to go like, ooh, we hired the wrong one here, and then everybody moves on, and that person is just not there anymore. Most of the people that I work with are pretty damn cool, and that's part of what makes the whole thing livable. Like, that old job, I had a few friends at that job that made that job livable. They did not ever make that job good. That job was terrible. But they at least helped to keep you from wanting to dive out a third-story window. My current job, I actually like people. Like, it's surprisingly all right. Oh, hey. I could... No. Wow, I got a lot of meat here. Who knew I had all this meat? Not me. Let's go ahead and make some boiled meat. That was weird.
Mammal liquid toast pan.
Hmm?
Mammal liquid toast pan.
It's those videos are amazing. It was mammal.
Liquid toast pan.
Yeah, but it wasn't just liquid. It was like mammal incubating mammal liquid toast pan
I
or
think it
something
was
like
like
that.
gestated.
Gestating mammal liquid toast pan. Yeah, because they were, it's for their young. Take that, yucca plant. Take that, potato plant. Is that what I just hear? Somebody fucking around out here? Yeah, this is what happens when I take my headphones off. Then I don't hear people fucking up my house. How many of you are there? Why do I hear so many of you? What are you doing in there, bitch? Get out of my house. Go on, get out of my house. What are you doing in there, you idiots? You great tit. Anybody else? Christ on a cracker. Alright, so they beat up a door. Well, that's just bloody great, isn't it? running terrific. And they beat up my door and then they wailed their way through my fucking wall inside of my house. You've ruined the wallpaper. There's no fixing that. Why didn't they just walk around? No, of course they had to bore a hole through my fucking wall. Ruined everything. Bunch of assholes. That's how I feel about it. And I don't mind saying so. It's going to get to a point where I need to do something about this. Or I need to shore up the home defenses some more. My God, you've got to be done cooking by now. Alright, we'll go around this way. I don't have more torches. Do I have more torches? I haven't. Just candles. Wild. Wild and crazy guys. Alright. Torch. Make more of them. Now, while we're working on that, I'll go down and I'll start working on shoring up the first floor. So, this whole area right here needs a bit of work, yeah? Sure it does. Bet you didn't know I could do that, did you? Well, I can. I didn't want to. I wanted this room to look nice. It's a kitchen. It's supposed to look welcoming. Cozy, even. Now I've got to go all the way around the bottom of my house. Fix it up so it looks like crap-ass stone. See, now it looks like that. Which is actually, it doesn't look that crap. It looks kind of cool. Go around the whole first floor. Fix it all up. Dissuade these feckin' idiots from breaking into my home. This is the most important part. Bitch. You're around my house again. Get out of my house! Did you bring friends? We got any time for you fucking friends? hear any. Don't see any. I think we came out of that one clean. Every time one of them comes around, there's a chance that they're going to bring around a whole bunch of their stupid asshole friends. Last thing I want is for them to be coming in through the basement, because that creeps me right the hell out. I really don't like the idea of them sneaking in. If I can hear them coming, okay, cool. But if I can't really see them, that doesn't do me any good now, does it? And again, if I were really intelligent, what I ought to do is just abandon this house. At this point, I ought to wander off someplace else and find a new home. But I get the feeling I'm going to come back here for production purposes quite a bit. Like, this is where I'm going to make stuff. So I want to have at least decent fortifications around it. And the next step up from stone is concrete. There's even an option for like reinforced concrete, but I don't really care to do any of that. What I would love at this point is a helmet that has a light on it. That would be just the best. But I'm afraid that's outside of my means at the moment. And I've just run myself out of cobblestone. So that is all of the cobbling I shall be doing. Just kidding. Cobbling is shoemaking. You fell for it. Cobblestone rocks, clay, soil, and small stones. Clay, soil, small stones. Stone. Some rocks, clay stones. Alright, well, I guess we know what we've got to do, don't we? Oh, God. What we've got to do is go someplace and mine just a ridiculous amount of rocks. But I'm Not doing that after nightfall. I'm gonna have to wait for... dawn's not too far off. How am I doing food-wise? $78 out of 134. No, it's not great, is it? Eat all of this garbage as boiled meat. Alright. Now then, character leveling. 3 points. Master Chef. Could get better at cooking. Not going to. Minor 69. Her. Pay dirt. Sexual Tyrannosaurus. There we go. And we'll get better at mine. There. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Wow, this thing needs repairs. Fix that up, fix that up. Good. Almost out of ammo. I wonder if I can make any more blunderbuss ammo. There's gotta be a way to do that, right? Blunderbuss ammo. Can't make it. But with gunpowder, paper, and small stones, I can make more that way. Alright. Guess that's exactly what we'll do. Gunpowder, gunpowder, gunpowder. There it is. Paper. Finally found a use for paper. I would have expected that. Blunderbuss ammo. Make as much blunderbuss ammo as you can. Because I'm gonna need it. Because when the sun comes up tomorrow, I'm going on a killing spree. Maybe that's not something I should sing out loud with the windows open. Now that I think about it. Let's see here. Blueberries. Blueberries?
Blueberries.
Blueberries?
Hello, kitty.
Okay. What top? Okay.
Oh my goodness, can you lay down? So ridiculous.
Want more potato seeds? Want more blueberries?
Do you like those? What?
That would be Indigo talking to the cat in the background.
You got a problem with it?
Maybe. Wait, what the hell? There. Sunrise in just a couple minutes. I don't actually need this flashlight. And I'm not going to need this flashlight until I find a helmet I can mount it to. I'm not going to need this money. I'm definitely not going to need this feather. Got a lot more ammo. Good, good, good. Okay, so that's it for that. We're nearly ready to go. Now, let us pick a direction. South it is. South is the direction in which I intend to travel until I find something of interest. A bookshop would be excellent. A road by which to go south would also be preferable. Chicken? I see the south-going road is useful. That's an iron deposit over there. But I'm not here for that. No, sir. Hauling ass on my little bicycle. Oh, wow. Wow, went off a sweet jump there. That guy sure was twitching a lot. Kind of ironic. I'm twitching too. You get it? These are the kinds of quality jokes you come here for, right, Laura? sometimes you need to pick your bike up and just run. And then you put your bike back down. And you ride your bike. But when going uphill, the bike is criminally inefficient. All right, I think I see something in the distance there. Yep. Yep. There's definitely something going on over here. Looks like another town. Another town just like the one I left? Probably. I mean, just like the one I left. I think that's another sham factory. Which, don't get me wrong, that'd be fucking rad because, you know, sham. But, like, really? I mean, really? That's wild. What is this? Shotgun Messiah factory. Well, then that should be truly interesting. Dare I say fascinating. Let's ring the dinner bell. Nobody in here? Bullshit. Bull tits. There we go. Hey, buddy. There we go. That's the only door where anything can come out of. Everything else is locked up tight. What the hell even is that? Is that like the refinery core? What a pervert. Looks like a hatch. Courtyard? Lovely. Well, there's somebody out here. Yeah, I was gonna say, there has to be somebody in there. Come on. Come on out. Whole factory floor of you. Good. Now we're getting a group. Oh, hey, you're a runner, huh? I'm getting crazy good at just swinging this fucking sledgehammer for days. Doesn't drain my stamina at all. Kinda wild when you think about it. Yeah, come on out, bud. Well, come on through there then. Your other friend found a way around. This thing does a hell of a lot more damage. Swings slower, but since I don't have the stamina drain from it anymore, this is actually kind of perfect. A better shovel. Fabulous. Is that guy really just going to stand out there wailing on the outside of the building? I suppose I probably better do something about that, huh? Ridiculous. Travel back like 6 miles just to get there, but... Sir? Sir, I can't have you wailing on the side of the building. It simply won't do. Could you kindly fuck off? Thank you. There's another way around. Good lord, it's like another factory over there. What am I hearing? When I get into a situation like that, all I can think of is the Hermione line where she's like, "What an idiot." I don't know why that made me jump so bad. Like I was deeply surprised to see a zombie come out of there. Like I haven't been watching them come out of there like over and over again, you know? I got freaked out. Oh, this is interesting. Can I go in here? Fascinating. I wonder. Breakpoint on this thing's 1,000. Fairly easy to chop through. Oh. This one's only 300. Yeah. Well, that was a fun means of going through a little exploration. I like it. Gunpowder. Sack of garbage. I reckon I can cut through this in a minute. Have a look around. That guy's just sitting there on the floor. Does not care about the fact that I'm hacking this door open loudly over here at all. I mean, I guess zombies are supposed to be dumb, so that's fine. I would have expected him to respond to this in some way. Nothing. That for all of that. Be cool if I got extra points for like stealth in it. Sneaking up behind him and killing him that way. It's fun. the deftness with which he swings an iron sledgehammer is legendary. Jesus! Alright, bud. Guys, did you work here or what? Because you're kind of wearing plain clothes to be in a factory. Like the hoodie dude, okay, there's always one of you. You know? So I get that. But like the lady in a dress in the on the factory floor is... Alright, whatever happens here, I'm just hoping they don't have a goddamn guard dog. Or worse than that, some sort of guard bird. Will you... Having headphones on right now is absolute hell. I can hear them in every direction that ever was. Again, just... What the fuck? I do so love when they come from nowhere. Alright, that's a pile of garbage. Just clear. Why is... Oh, there's a shooting range because it's a factory that manufactures guns. Of course there would be a shooting range. That actually is quite a clever addition. That makes sense. That such a thing would be. I have no idea how to get back there, but... And here's the gun safe. See, no, I hear you walking around. I hear somebody walking around. I'm not going to try to open a safe when there's Zed still about. And plenty of it. Good lord. Still hear zombie noises, so you're like, is this one not really dead? Like, you have to check. There we go. Get a few people out here. Heard somebody fall from above. Where am I hearing you from, then? Are you in here? Yeah, you're up there. Okay. Oop. Oh, hey, neat. There's like a little... Alright, well then. I'm going to make... a couple more of those. And set them down here. Ow! Why did I fall through that? That sucked. Somebody's hiding food up here in the ceiling. That's gross. It's a bathroom, guys. Let's consolidate. There's this. I could do smoothie. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I can hear one of them dicking around in here, so. All right, found my way into the central staircase. All right, who's faffing about up here? Crawly boy. There we go. Is this R&D? Somebody hid their purse back here. A whole lot of gunpowder. And a book. I saw it. Where are you? There you are. A book. I love a good book. Don't you? Why are you in here breaking? Oh. Fucker me! Well, those boys are quite the sight. I can hear somebody just traipsing about in here, just wrecking stuff. Yeah, somebody's just downstairs just breaking everything in sight. I don't know what floor they're on. I don't know what room they're in. I can just hear... Oh, Jesus. I wonder when that message was posted. I have a book collection of stories, and they've been pretty good. My personal favorite so far. The one called Rug. It's from the point of view of a dog. Oh, that's cool. I've never read that one. I'd be down for it. A cute story by Philip K. Dick, huh? Well, I suppose he's going to have range. You know what? I think I would rather go all the way to the top of this place and work my way down than take my chances on a middle floor and see what that gets me. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a good way to get yourself sandwiched by just all the zombies. Hanging out on the roof makes me nervous, though, because, you know, birds. Oh, we got runners. Hello, ferals. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. Ah! Birds!
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, man. Hate those birds. God, I got a 6-minute sprain here. Don't need feathers or broken glass. Food situation's looking better. Not nearly good enough. There's gotta be more fucking birds around here. So let's just... Yep. They're inside. Fucking birds again. Jesus. Well, she went down. Ow! Get away from me. Take that, you over. glorified goose.
Wow.
Look at you taking off at a saunter. That guy's not creeping. He's like, well, he's certainly not creeping. Yeah, that's some good talking there, Pat. First rate. God, can you imagine if any of these birds' nests were left by those horrible zombie birds, and then it was like a horrible zombie egg inside? And then you fry it up, and you try to eat it. You end up giving yourself the zombie plague by eating zombie eggs. See what I did there? When I was a kid, I was in Massachusetts, and my brother used to pronounce the word egg like egg. So, like, plague rhymes with egg. Or at least it does if you're from Massachusetts.
Oh boy.
I don't trust those floors. Iron boots, no thank you. But a stun baton that's level 4? Now that could be interesting. It could be very interesting. Anybody up here? Anything up here? Why would I come up here? To get attacked by birds? Certainly hope not. That's an AK-47. That seems like a thing that could really, really come in handy. Let's get rid of these. Get rid of these bones. Spring can be broken down. Pipe can be broken down. Water can be drunk. Feathers can be tossed. Interesting. And then what is this? Just a thing that goes straight up? Yeah, that's no good to me. That's not particularly relevant to my interests. That was a terrible tower that I didn't enjoy climbing at all. Not one bit. had to get my ass murdered. Shit, a nuclear one. See, you are literally the last thing I wanted to see. Holy shit! They're raging ferals. I gotta have some sort of band-aid or something. Oh my god, no. I don't have any painkillers. There we go. She'll climb back up here. She's just crazy enough to do it. Go back up. Someplace out in the open where I can deal with them. Up here. Good. Alright, I got a full circle that I can run around in. I love a good stun baton. Really do. Is that those two? Looks like that's it for those two. Alright. There'll be more. Alright.
See, you're having fun.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was not expecting that to be a pack of ferals. I thought it was going to be a pack of regular zombies. The difficulty of that group far surpassed my expectations. That was a bad time right there. And for what? For nothing. Essentially so that I could say that they were gone. There was very little payout for that. I think the idea is that I'm supposed to climb out on here and then go in here. Are you kidding me? Okay. That's fun. Then what the hell is over here? I have to admit, at this point, I'm a bit panicked. Because my health is low. I know this fucking bridge is going to collapse. That's just the way that these goddamn things work, so... Okay. Oh, dear God. Do I have a grenade or something? That would be awesome. No. No, I do not. Come on over, guys. How many of you are there? A sizable number, but not infinite. Alright. How I managed to miss you is one of the great questions for the ages, I guess. Well, that seemed to take care of him. That seems to have been satisfactory to deal with him. This factory is fucking terrifying. I like... My health is... Ow! What the fuck was that? What even was that? I don't know what just happened there. You think so? Okay, this is one of the places that they came through. And then went where? Up? Who's to say? Who would know? How could you know? There's no way to be sure.
See her.
There you are, big boy. Why don't you and I tango up here? Hmm? Got back up. Okay. Alright, that's him out of the way. There is at least one more. I remember she fell down the elevator shaft. And I imagine she's probably a bit sore about that. Because it was kind of my fault. I thought that was a guy. You're really just gonna position them behind me like that? Let them walk by? Like I could walk by them. And then they'd wake up and attack me. I'm afraid that's a bit crap, and I don't care for it. Ooh, a cool puffer coat? Yeah. I like how the barbed wire stays hovering in the air despite the fact that it's been cut. What I like about it is how good it is. I'm telling you, that bitch is around here someplace and she's angry. Why would you want to go in there? Okay. What's on this side? Okay. Ow! I say, there's a lot of you, aren't there? I'd better get that closed up. I expect they'll be coming through that in a minute now. Don't you go nowhere. Aw, fellas, come on back. Fellas, where are you going? What are you, in the wall? I'm baffled as to what this fella's up to. Hey, there you are. Okay, well, yeah, just workman for days, huh? Oh my god, they were coming in here. That won't take them at all long to get through. Alright, well then I'll let them burrow their way through this wall. Which they're bound to do. In mere moments, honestly. Yes, that's where they're coming from. Seems like a reasonably effective way of dealing with them. And they're through. But the repeated volleys from... The fuck was that? Thought I saw something move over there. The repeated volleys from the blunderbuss softened them up enough. Or at least that's how it seems. Man, oh man. This place just goes on for days, doesn't it? Oh my god. Ow, what the... How do you... Oh, fucking birds. That's why. I'm hungry again? You fucking... How did you get in here? Honest to Christ. You can't... Oh, well, you came in through the broken roof, of course. Makes sense. Alright, fine. Why is it still playing threatening music? I killed all of them. They're all gone. Alright, I was going to say. No excuse for that. It looks to me like that was that whole floor worth of zombies. Oh, thank God, I found some more painkillers. Eat those. Drink some water. Certainly worth jumping over this fucking chasm for that. I can't believe my kid's fucking hungry. I know that this game has been in early development for like the better half of a decade at this point, and I know that they're not listening to what anybody's saying, but hey fun pimps, if you guys could just like fix the food system in this game, that would be fantastic, because your character is starving to death if they don't eat for a day, and that's not working in your favor. That's making the game annoying. The hunger mechanic in this game is annoying. You're hungry and thirsty. A bit sleepy. A little farty. I hear a zombie in here. They're like quietly, patiently waiting for me. Which is very sweet of them. They're like, well, let him get here. He'll come to us. Please don't use up the last of my lockpicks. How many lockpicks do I have? I have 2 more lockpicks. Come on, just unlock. Oh, you fucking asshole. Oh, you piece of shit. You bastard. You know what I should have done with that gun safe? I should have used some dynamite on it. What the hell is this? Alright. What am I currently wearing? Lucky goggles with their stupid red ones? Yeah, I'll take these. I'll wear them. I'll scrap these, because they're dumb. Because they look stupid. Alright, so that bitch went out of there. Came over here, Joe. Yep. That fell. What's up, bird? How you doing? Hey, bird. Did you know that you're the most terrible enemy in the game and that I hate you? But at least I can get rotting flesh out of you. Which is a real pick-me-up. What do I do? Okay, I need to drink a smoothie. Throw out some feathers, because why the hell would I want them? Eggs. If I made a campfire, I got enough eggs that I could... Alright, we're making a campfire. Why would we do that? In the middle of a mission? Because we've got no goddamn choice. This here has to go there. This goes here. This gets a little bit of fuel. And now I need to be able... Oh, I can't make a baked egg or a boiled egg because I don't have the fucking cooking pot because I fucking threw out the cooking pot. God damn it. Alright, well, mistakes were made. Huh?
Why is everything so difficult?
Yeah. Like, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You know what you do when you want to boil an egg and you don't have water? You put the egg in the fire. And then you pick it up when it's cooked. Does it work? Yes, it does. I've done it. Alright, so that's a whole pile of lab tech zombies that are just hanging out on the ground floor now. They would rather not be on the ground floor. They'd actually like very much to be on the floor that I am on, but they're not. So they're just going to wreck it up down there until I go and collect them. Which I will. Oh, but not intentionally. Instead, I'll fall into a situation that will possibly get me killed. Oh my god, I'm in an office. Oh my fucking god. Okay, well, that was the worst of all possible timelines that I just entered. We've got like a World War Z-esque zombie stacking scenario here. That's cool. Yeah, I see you. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna get my way out of this one. Because they're tearing the entire building apart. And for no reason, they're just shredding that wall over there. They're like, all right, well, if we can't have you, then we'll tear apart the entire building. It's just bedlam. There we go. Go this way. Wait for them to freak out again and start hitting that stuff. Wow. That was all what I did it. Wow. What the hell? What? Oh. Did you get stuck in there? You got stuck in the tube. Tubes.
We both did that at the same time.
We're dorks. That was impressive. That was a lot of them. One cobblestone? No, I'm not going to carry around one cobblestone. Gee, hup, 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 hey, hup, where are you? I'm gonna kill you by hitting you in the dick repeatedly. Did you actually just grab your junk when I hit you? That's... Zombies don't feel pain. Why would you grab your... Oh, my aching junk! Said no zombie ever. Like farting in the bathtub. While natural, it's just gross.
It's true. It's true.
Laura, are these jokes working for you?
Is Lori still here?
She's probably out there someplace. I at one point, like, I remember talking to my youngest sister. You heard about the farting in the bathtub? Well, that's good. Because if you hadn't heard about that at any point in your life, I'd be surprised. Come here, bird. I hate you, bird. What the? Another bird. Another goddamn bird. I hate these birds so much. Yep. And then this guy shows up out of nowhere, thinking he's funny or some shit. I was engrossed in battle. I understand completely.
In battle?
I assume you are playing through Final Fantasy Zodiac Age. Would I be correct in that assumption? Oh, God. A sexy nurse. Why would you be in a gun factory? Did the zombie apocalypse strike on a day that they hired you for some sort of wildly inappropriate gentleman's party? Like in-house at the factory? Because that's gross. Like that would be that's a gross place to work. But I guess if you work in a place called Shotgun Messiah, it's probably not that big of a surprise.
Yeah, that's true.
These guys are just up here doing the twist. And yes, Laura is playing Final Fantasy Zodiac Age.
Ah.
Don't need that. May need that. Couple of la-di-das. And now I break the stone away in the merry old land of Oz. That's not the stone I was trying to break in the merry old land of Oz. I'm loving it because though I have played it once, I don't remember how far I got, and I remember hardly anything of the storyline, so it's pretty much like playing a brand new game. Oh, that's cool. I bought it. I'm sitting on it. That sounds worse than it really is, but I'm sitting on playing that one because I want to finish Final Fantasy VII on the stream before I jump to any other Final Fantasy games. So I guess I should probably play Final Fantasy VII on the stream again sometime. That would probably go a long way towards making that happen. But what would be the point, really? Because you're like pretty much my only viewer at this point. You know, then I would just be playing a game that you're playing. So. I don't feel like that would be very fun. Oh, dear Lord. The hits don't stop, you know? There's just always more of these guys. I do love watching the animation that they have for them dropping is very good. I think it looks kind of awesome. When the zombies jump down from above you, their falling animation is sweet. I love how they're up there digging at the floor like they need to dig at the floor to get to me. There is a huge gaping hole in front of them for them to go through. And yet they're still trying to wail away at a concrete floor to get at me. It's actually somehow less intelligence than you would expect from a zombie. It's really kind of bizarre. This guy's actually having luck with it too. Like they're breaking metal over here. I can hear you. I just don't know where the hell you are. Oh, I'm sure I will enjoy it when I play through it, and I'll look forward to that at some point or another. I just took 2 pairs of cowboy boots that I will never wear. Did I just hear like a growl? Like a dog growl? No, that's the weird ambient sound effect that they've got going. That's just there to keep you on your toes. And by keep you on your toes, I mean scare the piss out of you. That's like a visceral sensation of fear. Is thinking you heard a dog in this game. It's kind of wild when you think about it. You are starving. You need something to eat. Oh, do I? Okay. How the hell did the 2 of you get in here? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Alright, well, then I guess I really have no option but to leave. Because my character is starving to death. So, that blows. But I don't really know what the hell I'm going to do about it. Go to Zoe's salon. I could go to the Journey's End Suites. Go to Paul's TVs. Go into a pawn shop. I don't feel like any of that's going to serve me particularly well. I could eat raw eggs, but that seems ill-advised. So I guess I'm just going to go home and eat some of the garbage I got lying around there. If I can make it home. Which would be impressive because I need to ride a bike to get there and my character is starving to death. Yeah, I really don't have any way of doing anything about that. My food situation is at a 0. I have 0 food in me. We're gonna ford the river, boys. Hey, it actually worked. I see that coming. So the food situation's at a 0, but if I get home, I can kill myself. Because I'm not eating my food to get back to full health. That's not happening. That'd be a complete waste. Just slam down every bit of food that I have in the house to get to like 50% full. No. Better to jump off a roof. just like real life.
That's dark.
It was, of course, sarcastic. Um, and I'm heading in the right direction, right? Yeah, okay. I just don't, I was gonna feel like I don't remember any of this, so. There's the screaming, gurgling noises of my stomach as I ride downhill, down a sheer cliff face on my mountain bike. Well, they really mean mountain bike. I didn't take any damage from any of that. I just fucking, I look like something out of a Surge commercial, but I'm dying of hunger. Surge commercials were awesome. Laura, do you remember those? And I don't mean from when they brought Surge back. I mean the original Surge.
The OG suit.
Cole's books. Well, that's the world's loss, I suppose, is that not many people do remember them, but they were works of art. It was like, I think maybe the origin of toxic masculinity.
That's quite the accomplishment.
It really is, like, on a level that I don't know how to explain. It would start off with something like a guy on top of a mountain, and then he takes a big glug from a can of Surge, screams, "Surge!" and then, like, bombs down the mountain at impossible speeds.
Oh boy.
But it was done kind of tongue-in-cheek. Like, it was deliberately bad CG of the guy flying down the mountain at like a right angle. Like, it was just 0 degree angle, just it's plummeting toward the earth. And then, like, when he arrived at the bottom of the mountain, there would be, like, an explosion of awesomeness. You know what I mean? Like, it was just that kind of, like, silly level of... So, I don't know why my brothers and I found them highly amusing. Because there was a sort of deliberate absurdity to them. But I hope that the creators knew that was not like realistic or cool at all. Like, it looked stupid. But I think that was the point.
Who else is here? Oh no, sorry, my eyes were just being... Oh boy.
Oh boy.
My eyes are playing tricks on me right now. It's a lot of screen time.
I understand.
And yet I'm not stopping, so, yeah.
And yet here we are,
Yeah,
continuing to
here we
play video
are.
games. Bones, feathers, paper,
Bones.
leather.
Leather.
Raptors. I keep doing that, and it's a reference to something that my brother did that nobody else here knows about, so it's unimportant. But I love it. And that's what's really important at the end of the day. And thus, I shall now share this story with you. My brother was at the zoo with his kids, and they were watching a show about birds, I think it was. And the lady was, showing off the cool things that her birds do, in addition to asking the audience questions, giving them pieces of information that might be useful to them, or if they were interested in animals, that it would be useful to them. If they weren't interested in animals, then those pieces of information would be garbage, utter garbage. But you get the idea. And at one point or another, she goes, "So yeah, these guys hunt in packs. Can anybody else name something that hunts in packs?" And my brother just kind of quietly and jokingly went, "Raptors?" And the woman heard him and laughed and went, "Well, yes, but I meant something that's alive today." And so he took the clip of it because he was recording it, and he put a laugh track underneath it from like some sort of comedy festival. So it goes from being like a little laugh to an uproarious laugh, like a crowd cheering. So there's just this bit of her being like, "Does anybody else know any animals that hunt in packs?" Raptors? And it's just like one of my favorite clips on earth. And I wish that my brother weren't so goddamn self-conscious and would actually like post comedy online, because I really think he's one of the funniest people I know.
That's hysterical.
Yeah. My brother Nick is amazing.
I love Nick.
And it's a ruddy shame that the man isn't sharing his gifts with the world,
Bloody shit.
as far as I'm concerned. It's a bleeding shame, that is.
Yeah, he's really funny.
All right, oh, that's right. Don't forget the guns. And the sledgehammer. Yes, the sledgehammer. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And we'll put this in here. Down there. And we'll go ahead and plant this potato seed. Good. Yes. Ooh, are these no, not quite. All right. And here. That pops in on here from time to time. Actually, the other brother. Not to say that that Chris isn't also very funny in his own right. But if there was one of us that I was to say could get famous for doing stand-up comedy, it would be Nick. Like, I would put him over me as an entertainer, and I'm trying to make money entertaining. So like, if he were doing it, he'd be doing good. Is my point? Is what I'm driving at. Oh no, I appear to be dying of hunger. I better take care of that. In the old English manner. I love that sound.
What?
Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, well, that's because I'm wearing headphones. But when your character hits the ground, they let out like a... I'm not going to say a yell, because it's not. I'm going to say they let out a grunt. But it's better than that.
Better than that?
Yeah, it's like, "Ah!" And there's like a little bit of gurgle to it. And if I ever jump off of a building and hit the ground at full force, I expect I'll make a similar sound.
You sure?
Yeah, I've been practicing. Ah!
Oh boy.
No, it needs more gurgle.
Gotta really get the.
Ah!
Gotta get that phlegm.
Fuck!
My leg.
My leg! Won't one of you please kill me? Yes, I know. It would have made more sense to let them kill me, but hear me out. If I had let them kill me, then they would have just continued on wrecking my house. And I can't have that.
No.
So what I did instead was kill all of them and then head back to my home while jumping repeatedly. Because this game has a fun mechanic. When you have a broken leg and you jump over and over again, it hurts you. And if you do that enough, I think this is probably real science. if you've got a broken leg and you jump on it enough, you will die. Like, it ain't getting any better. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be an ugly scene.
I don't know if you'll die, but you'll definitely pass out.
Without seeing a doctor, though, like, so you pass out, and then you just lie there. The doctor never shows up. You're bleeding. Your bones are, like, cracked and broken inside. There's marrow seeping out onto the floor. You're going to fucking die.
Yeah, true. It would just take a little time.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think that it would be instantaneous the way that it is in this game. But I like to think that it'd happen, you know, sooner or later. I like to imagine. Not
It
down to 7
certainly
health.
would not be very fun.
It's a grim fantasy, but it's my fantasy, you see.
100%.
God.
I mean, that's a terrible, terrible idea.
Yeah, no. It's arguably one of the worst ways I've ever thought of to die, actually. So. Spawn on my bed. Yes, thank you. That will do. And then I just run my ass back up here and grab my back. Yeah, grab my whole ass. Run it back up here, and now I'm at full health with full food, and everything is just a-okay. And I got 15 eggs. 15 of them. That's the story.
Eggs.
I'm sticking to it. I've had enough of this fucking game. I'm going to call it a night. But as always, I thank you for joining me. And I certainly hope that you will consider doing so again. Hey, what if I told you that instead of ending the stream immediately, I was going to do a little beverage review? Because I have another bottle of the Fever Tree tonic water in front of me. And it's not the regular Fever Tree tonic water. This is Fever Tree elderflower tonic water. And it's got an interesting secret. Tastes like grapefruit. Kind of got caught in my throat there when I was trying to talk there.
You okay?
Tastes like grapefruit. I said. So it's like, Pat, what's the secret? The secret is. They're like, no, what's the secret? I'm like, I'll tell you what the secret is. It tastes like. And that is as good as they ever got out of me. No, the secret is that it tastes like grapefruit. Which, for those of you who are on psych meds like myself, grapefruit is a dangerous substance because it can augment the effects of various medications, anything from heart medication, which would be a really bad one to double up on, to antidepressants and that sort of thing. So if you take too much antidepressant, it doesn't make you that much happier. It can actually lead to suicidal thoughts. So it's a really bad idea for people who are on brain meds like mine to drink grapefruit. But, okay, so Laura's got a similar thing going with her meds. But I've got a workaround for you, Laura. Get yourself some Fever Tree elderflower tonic water, and then you can drink something that tastes like grapefruit without fucking up your delicate chemical balance.
It's freaking delicious.
It really is. It's quite tasty. It's bitter. That's the nature of tonic water. It's got, quinine in it from tree bark, and then it's also got bitter orange peel mixed in there. But this one, they've thrown some elderflower in there, and it gives it an aromatic quality. It smells like a flower. It tastes like a grapefruit mixed with something more bitter than a grapefruit. It tastes like a very bitter grapefruit. And as a certified old, I can tell you that I like things that are bitter now. Which is funny because they did some research into, taste buds around the world. Because people eat different shit all around the world.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, different kinds of shit. Some eat dog shit, some cat shit. That's really bad for you, by the way. And then some people go for bird shit. So, no, what I'm saying is that, you know, obviously people eat different things around the world. You feed your babies different things around the world. You introduce your kids to food other than mother's milk after a certain period, and the kids are going to like this and not like that. But if you were to take an American kid, partial to horse shit, it's me too. I like it good and horsey. Although I've always enjoyed a bit of bullshit. So if you take an American baby who's been introduced to the American flavor palette, and then you just fucking fly them over to, I don't know, can we go with Yugoslavia? Do they eat differently in Yugoslavia? I don't know. The only foreign experience I have is Norway and Korea, and Norway's frankly a lot like America with less sugar. So let's go with Korea. You take an American baby, you drop them off in Korea, and you start feeding them Korean food. And if the baby's been acclimated to American food, the baby's going to look at you like, "What are you feeding me?" But if you take a Korean baby and feed it Korean food, the Korean baby's used to eating it because that's what its parents introduced it to in the first place, right? So the taste buds adjust to whatever your parents introduce you to early in life, and a kid can get to like just about anything. I'm not even joking. This is like an actual paper I read. Is that children will adapt, and particularly young children will adapt to what they're given fairly quickly, as long as they're given that thing consistently. The one flavor that we don't like, we love salty, we love sweet, we love savory. The one flavor that people seem to, on the whole, from around the world, dislike is bitter.
That's so funny.
We have an inherent distaste for bitterness. Spiciness, even, we like. Which is funny because it's literally the plant telling you, "Don't eat me, I'm poisonous. Like, stop eating me. I'm hurting you while you eat me. Stop this."
Actually, peppers are extremely good for you.
I know they are.
Spicier peppers are actually better for you.
I know they are, but it's an evolutionary defense mechanism that says, "Please stop eating me."
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Whether it is or isn't good for you. It's like when animals are like brightly colored in the wild, but they're not actually poisonous.
Yeah.
It's usually an indication of poisonous, but it's you know, sometimes it's a fake out.
Yeah.
You know. So like spiciness is literally the plant saying, "Look, just fuck off, okay?" And we still love it. We're like, "Ooh, give me that. Ooh, there's a little zing in there. How'd that get in there?" You know, it's bitterness specifically that we're like, nope. And actually, some of the bitter stuff in life is some of the best stuff for you. Like dandelion root will settle your stomach.
I freaking love dandelion tea.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Dandelion milk tastes awful, though.
Oh, I've never tried dandelion milk.
Just bite into a dandelion out in the field, and you'll be like, "Pat, why did you tell me to do this?"
Maybe I did this as a kid.
I ate just grass as a kid.
Is grass corn? No, is corn
Is corn grass? I don't know. We never found out after watching that riff tracks. Laura, I want you to look up "Is corn grass" on YouTube, and you'll find a riff tracks that will blow your mind. Anyway, my point is that kids don't like bitter. But the same scientific study found that as you age, your palate adjusts, and slowly, bitter becomes more favorable because it adds depth and complexity. You can have sweetness and bitterness in the same thing. It's just one more flavor to play with. And because we become bored and jaded of the world around us as we age,
That's true.
throwing in one more flavor is fun. It's a little bit like S&M. No, I'm kidding. And that's where I'm going to end it. Some people get tired of vanilla, is what I'm saying. Some people like to be spanked. Some people like feet. Who am I to judge? Here I am, drinking a fever tree. The feet of beverages. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, and good night and good luck.